Hi guys, good evening. So, how are you today, guys? If you can turn on your camera, please feel free to turn it on because so we can interact well fruitfully. Okay, cool. There's someone who turned off. It turned on his camera. Don't worry, guys. Don't be shy. Okay, so today finally we are having our second session of Speaking Corner Free, and after several days off, right? So we are going to discuss about job today. Please be active in the session, just as you did last Monday. So okay, without further ado, I will just give the time to our tutor here, Mr. Kukori, please.
Okay, thank you, Kak Monica, for the time. And good evening, everyone. How are you today? How everyone is doing well, yeah? Are you guys really excited for today's class? Are you guys really excited? Yeah. Are you guys ready for today's class? We are going to talk
Yeah,
about job, yeah. If I'm not mistaken, last meeting you guys had a class about introduction, yeah, self introduction, and introduce yourself to other people, something like that. And today we are going to talk about the job. It could be, maybe we could start with what we do for a living, or maybe what is our activities, every day, something like that. But before that, of course, we I will start with with introduction first also, yeah, because I do not know all of you guys, because this is our first time, our first meeting, right? So maybe before we maybe I will start the materials, yeah, about job, and what kind of expression that we could use to ask for, ask someone about their job, or maybe give response to them, or to someone who asks about our job, something like that. And then we could practice, yeah, about maybe all of you, yeah, all of the participants in here. I hope you guys could be more active, and say anything what you want to say, right? Because this is speaking class. You feel free to express yourself, speak what you want to talk about, or speak what you want to speak, and share your ideas, share your opinion, and we can have like a great class today. Okay, this one, okay, I would start with essential job vocabulary, ya. Jadi, so these are the things or the expression that you could say when someone asks about your job. Before I begin, I mean, I would like to ask, does everybody in here already work, or maybe some of you guys still a student in a university, or maybe in your high school, maybe? Is there anyone that still in high school, or maybe still study in a university?
I'm still in high school.
Okay. Uh, Kak Ronan, yeah, is it the one who is speaking, Kak Ronan? Yeah. Okay. It's okay, but uh, if you still student, or maybe you're still in university, it's okay. But we will try. Maybe you could mention about your dream job, maybe, yeah, in the future, if you haven't get any job yet. Okay, the question is about where do you work? Okay, where do you work? Yeah, let's begin. Jadi, this kind of question is commonly asked by someone, whether it is someone that we know, or maybe strangers. Uh, where do you work? Let's begin by answering the question, where do you work? Jadi intinya ini adalah di mana kamu bekerja, atau pekerjaan kamu itu apa, something like that. This seems like a simple question, but there are many ways to answer it. Jadi pertanyaan ini walaupun hanya sederhana, itu ada beberapa cara untuk menjawab pertanyaan tersebut ya. It depends on the context and gimana kita cara mau menjawabnya seperti itu. Okay, let's start with I work at. Yeah, if someone asks you where do you work, you could simply answer with I work at, or maybe I work in, and then you could also say I work for, and I work with. So each of these expression it has different function, or maybe it has different sentence that follows it. So we will learn about it, yeah, one by one. When we can use I work at, and at what kind of situation we could use I work in and I work for, and so on. Okay, let's begin, yeah. Okay, I work at or I work for. Oh, yeah. I work at or I work for. It is usually followed by the name of a company, ya. Biasanya ini diikuti ketika kita memakai preposisi at or for. Ya, di sini ada preposisi at atau for. Ini selalu diikuti dengan nama perusahaan di mana kita bekerja, seperti itu. I work at or for. Maybe you just directly mention or maybe say the company where you work. For example, I work at Espresso English, or I work for Nike. Ya, jadi di sini at to show the place or the company where we work, or I work for Nike. Yeah, so you could just use both of these preposition, yeah, at or work. It's up to you. You can also use for if you work directly for a famous person. Yeah, who knows? Maybe you work for movie stars, or maybe a president, or maybe anyone famous. I don't know. I work for Tom Cruise, and I'm his public relations manager. Yeah, who wants to work for a famous celebrities? Maybe it is one of your dream job. Yeah, maybe you want to work for an athlete, or maybe because recently it is like a trending, because in Indonesia we have a lot of celebrities who work their own platform, like they have their own YouTube channels and they build their own brand, uh, and start to hire a lot of people, including the young generation especially, or to be hired as their team, become an creative team, or maybe anything. You could say this expression, yeah, if someday you work for anyone famous. I work for maybe Mr. President, President Jokowi, for example. I am his assistant, maybe something like that. Okay, for this expression, who wants to try to use this expression, for example? Is there anyone who wants to try anything? Yeah, it could be your real job, or maybe you have a specific dream job, and when you want to, when you want to work, when you, for example, graduated or something like that. For example, is there anyone? Okay, maybe we should. Kak Andika, maybe Adika Delviani. Where are you, Kak Aldika? Atau di sini kita bisa mulai dari Kak Ronan ya. Ronan di sini Ronan kayaknya lagi chilling ya, lagi di pantai. Okay, Kak Ronan, please. You could use any of these expression. For example, do you have a dream job?
Right now, I
what
don't have
is
any
your dream
specifically dream job. Yeah, something. If I call that.
Okay, you haven't decide what you want to be when you graduate, or when you grow up, something like that.
Well,
do you want to be a professional football player, or maybe an athlete, maybe?
Not really. I'm not interested.
Really.
Yeah, I'm not interested in that.
Do you want to be?
Athlete, yeah.
Do you want to be a YouTuber, maybe? a YouTuber, or maybe you want to be a entrepreneur, pengusaha seperti itu mungkin.
Yes, something like entrepreneur. I'm interested
Okay.
with it. Yes. Yes.
If you were, I mean, like, what kind of business that you want to do in the future if you want to be an entrepreneur? What kind of business in what kind of field? Is it, clothing, or maybe, culinary, anything like that? Is there any specific? I mean, like, do you have any image? I mean, like, yeah,
Yeah, I know.
not yet.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe we could try with other. Okay, thank you ya Kak Ronan ya.
Yes. Yes.
Maybe next.
No problem.
Hanafi is
Uh,
raising his hand, Kak.
Okay, siapa?
Kak
Who's
Hanafi
raising
is
his hand?
raising his hand.
Okay, Hanafi, please.
Right. Thank you very much. So I work. It is imaginary. I think. I would say that.
Yeah, it's okay. Okay, what is your
For
dream
example,
job, or maybe you want to?
I work at Pertamina, or I can say I work for Pertamina. Is
Yeah,
that
you
correct?
could say both way. Yeah, you could say with at, or maybe for. Yeah, I work at Pertamina is correct, and I work for Pertamina is also correct.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, what do you do? I mean, like, what kind of job or what kind of position that you do in Pertamina? I mean, like, that you apply maybe.
Okay. So yeah, just I hope that it is my future job. So my future jobs, I will apply for maybe for human. What is that? I mean, human relationship.
Human research, human resource,
Yeah.
human research
Yeah,
department.
maybe.
Okay,
Perhaps.
that's good. Yeah.
Perhaps. That yeah. I hope that I'm going to be accepted on that position.
Okay, yeah. Hopefully, yeah. You can. I mean, like, you will be accepted if you apply for. I mean, like,
Yes.
in Pertamina in the future.
Yes.
Okay, thank you,
Yes.
Kak. Okay,
You're welcome.
kita berlanjut ya. We're going to continue for the next expression that we could use to say what kind of job, or maybe where we work at. Or the other expression, is I work at, or maybe I work for. You can use I work in. For this expression, you could say, I mean, like, it is usually followed by a place. Yeah, a place could be an office, school, factory. It is usually a common nouns. Yeah, it is not a name of a company. It is not the name of the school. It is not the name of the office. It's not the name of the factory. It could be a company also, but don't mention, or maybe don't say the name. I mean, like, for example, the name is actually semangat uh, semangat bersama company. So you just say the company. Do not say the name, because it is usually followed by a common noun, not a proper noun. Ya, jadi kalau common noun itu kan selalu menggambarkan sesuatu yang in general. Jadi itu bisa office itu seperti apa? Itu office secara umum. School itu juga school secara umum. Jadi dia tidak menyebutkan school yang mana, atau factory yang mana, atau office yang mana, kayak gitu. And then you could say, I mean, like, if you were to say I work in, it could be, it also could be followed by a city or a country. Yeah, maybe I work in Paris, I work in France, or maybe I work in Jakarta, I work in Bali, I work in Indonesia. And then you could also say the department. Yeah, like, siapa tadi ya, Kak mention about human resource department. Yeah, I work in the human resource department, for example, and then I work in the marketing department. I work in human resource, yeah, department. I work in sales department. And then, so it is usually followed by the common noun, especially, but for this is a proper noun. Yeah, it has to be a specific place, maybe because it is a city or country, so we have to say the specific city or country that we work in. And then a general area or industry. I work in finance, I work in medical research, I work in consulting. So it is still in general, yeah. So we do not mention the name of the company that we work, but we are just mention what the field that company work, not the name. Okay. Okay, who wants to try in here using this expression? I work in, maybe you could mention the place, the country, or the department, the area or industry. Okay, maybe I would call someone, yeah, here. Kak Fani, maybe. Kak Fani Nur Suhaini, where are you? Okay, Kak Fani, or maybe Kak Nur Aziza. Or Kak Fiona, maybe in here, who wants to talk about where you work, or maybe what kind of industry, or maybe what kind of field or area that you work in. Okay, anyone, please be more active here, guys. Feel free to speak, to talk about jobs, and also share your opinion about your dream job, maybe.
Kak Hanafi and Kak Ronan raise his hand, Kak.
Okay, Kak Hanafi, please.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, if I ask you where do you work, then you could say with this expression, please. It's
Okay.
up to you. Where do you work,
Okay.
Kak Hanafi?
So I work in oil and gas company.
You work in
Oil and gas company.
Excuse me. Oil and gas company. Okay.
Yes.
Where is that? I mean, like in what city or maybe country is that?
I work in Indonesia.
Indonesia. Okay,
For a
so
specific place in Cilacap.
in Cilacap. Okay, so you work in Cilacap, yeah.
Yes.
And then, in what department do you work? In what department?
I work in human resources.
Human resources. Okay.
Yes,
Oh
I
yeah,
work
I
in
know
that.
that Cilacap has one of the biggest oil and gas company in it there. They have
Yes,
like
right.
a lot of employees there.
Yes,
It's
that's
really
right.
popular, yeah.
Very
Okay,
popular.
how long have you been working in Cilacap? How long have you been working there?
For about no, it is just my future
Oh
job.
yeah, okay,
I
I
mean,
see. Okay, but you can say, yeah, maybe for
okay,
example,
so
if
for
you finally
example,
get accepted and maybe you already work there,
yeah,
for how long, or maybe how many years do you want to work there? I mean, give your
okay,
contribution to that company.
all right. So I've been working for 5 years since
5 years, okay.
2015.
15, yeah.
Yeah, it's quite long.
And then, do you have any specific plan in maybe 2 or maybe 3 years after
Pardon?
work in that company? Do you have any specific plan in the future after you've been working for the company for 5 years? Do you have any plan in the future? 2 years maybe, or
Okay,
3 years?
so maybe I would be working in higher position if it is possible. I can yeah, especially I don't think too much about what kind of plan that I would do in the future, but as long as I work for that company, it can be gives me many advantages and will be very useful for other people, and having good relationship with other employees, I think.
So maybe you want what you want to say is that you want to stay, working in that company, and maybe by working for more, maybe 5 or 10 years in that company, you could give more contribution, yeah, to that company, and you can gain a lot of experience, and also it could also give you advantage because a lot of you have gained a lot of experience, and also work with many professional, and also great people in
Yeah.
Pertamina, for
Yeah.
example, like that.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Kak. Yeah, and then okay,
Okay.
please say anything. Please, if you
Yeah.
want to say
I
anything
don't think.
more.
Yeah, because it is just my imaginary future job. So
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, who knows in the future that you
um,
can get that
I,
job.
if I get if I get the job, I would be working for until I get pension, and I don't think yeah, I think that it will be have more experience that I will get if I get accepted. And
Okay, so
yes,
yeah,
that's all I think.
and then what else? Do you think you have more what kind of strengths? I mean, like
Mm,
strengths that you have that other people or maybe other candidates do not have. For example,
yeah,
if you so that you can say that they will consider you to be their employee because maybe you
yeah.
have strengths, or maybe you have any skills that other people do not have.
Okay, so I think I
What,
have
yeah, what would it be if
not other
you have
people have.
any strengths? Yeah.
I am a responsible person that I would be working on job tasks that I get, and I would do my job tasks in maximal as I can. And also I am easy to communicate with other people, even though those peoples are we don't know before, so I can't
Okay.
get closer and communicate well with other people, or maybe other employee that I don't know before, and I can maintain the social. I can maintain the relationship between other employee. So yeah, that's all maybe.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe we could say that you have better communication and social skills compared
Yes,
to other people or maybe other candidates, something like that. Yeah.
yes, that's it. I think I
Okay.
am
Thank
good
you, ya,
at.
Kak. Thank you
Yeah,
for sharing and also expressing your dream job, or maybe yeah,
yeah.
maybe other people. There is anyone who wants to share their current job, maybe if you already got a job, or maybe your dream job. Okay, maybe before I mean, like before I pick anyone, yeah, I would continue, yeah, with our materials. Okay, after we have already have like I work in and I work at and or for, now I work with, yeah, work with. It is usually followed by things or people that are objects of your day-to-day work. So it is, yeah, it is usually explained what is the object, or maybe what is the things that you interact with every day in your job. For example, I work with computers. I'm a teacher. I work with special needs children. So it could be things. It could be person. Yeah, whether it's a plural or maybe singular. Yeah, I work with computers. I am a teacher. I work with special needs children. If you want to add more details about your work, you can say I'm responsible for, or I'm in charge of, or my job involves. So usually, if you say I'm responsible for, it is followed by gerund. Look at this. All of this verb is in the form of verb plus ing, yeah, gerund, updating, interviewing, giving, something like that. So I'm responsible for updating the company website, or I'm in charge of interviewing candidates for jobs, and my job involves giving tours of the museum. Does anybody know in here what kind of job is it? I am responsible for updating the company website. Does anybody know about this? What kind of job is it? Responsible for updating the company website. What kind of job is it? Or maybe what yeah, what kind of profession is it? Responsible for updating the company website? Maybe it could be the content creator, yeah, or maybe copywriter.
Coding.
Yeah, it's in more like content, ya. Kalau content writer or copywriter is more they more responsible for the content, ya. But for the company website, IT programmer, ya, maybe, ya. Yeah, it's a program. It is a programmer, yeah. I'm responsible, yeah. He or she is a programmer. And what about I'm in charge of interviewing candidates for jobs? Does anybody know in a company or maybe in a factory or any yeah, any company, the one who is in charge of interviewing candidates? Human resource, yeah, resource department. And my job involves giving tours of the museum. Tour guide, it could be tour guide, yeah. So yeah, we have to we have to pay attention, yeah, that after this phrase, ya, after setelah frasa or ekspresi ini harus diikuti dengan verb dalam bentuk ing atau gerund seperti itu, ya. Jadi di sini semuanya updating, interviewing, giving tours of the museum, something like that. So anybody in here want to talk about their responsibility or maybe your responsibility in your company? Okay, does anyone want to share about their job? Maybe it could be something that makes you happy or makes you sad when you work, something like that. What is your responsibility in your job or in your company or in your department? Okay, anybody wants to? Does anybody wants to share, or do I have to pick one of you? Yeah. Okay, let's see. Kak Kristabel Marsha. So feel free, guys, if you want to, express this kind of this phrase, yeah, using I'm responsible for, or maybe I'm in charge of, my job involves. Please raise your hand, or maybe, yeah, because it is speaking, we have to, speak up your mind, say something, guys. Wait, Kak Zara, where are you? Kak Zara. Is there anyone? Okay, or maybe we should continue our material first. Then we could maybe after finish our materials, we will invite some people to share their experience in job, maybe. Kak Shofa, Kak Shofa, Kak Shofa Mumtazah. Oke, next ya, kita lanjutkan dulu ya. Okay, let's review. Yeah. How I mean, like when we use this kind of expression. Yeah, I work at. Yeah, always followed by a company. The name of the company. Then I work for. The same. Yeah, it is. It has to be followed by a company or a person. For example, I work for example, Joko Widodo, or maybe I work for Mr. Joseph, Joseph Kala, or maybe anyone famous. Yeah. Or if this person is not famous, you could also use this though. I mean, like I work for anyone. I mean, like it could be someone that owns a business or maybe an entrepreneur, something like that. I work in. It is followed by a place, city, country, department, or general area or like industry. Yeah. Just like what siapa Kak Hanan tadi ya express about his dream job. Yeah, he worked in Cilacap. Yeah, for a oil and gas company. Then I work with. It is usually followed by people, a person, and then things. Yeah. Okay, in conversational English, the question "Where do you work?" is commonly phrased as "What do you do?" or "What do you do for a living?" So, if you guys want to ask someone about their job, yeah, or his or her job, you could say instead. I mean, like instead saying "Where do you work?" you could say "What do you do?" What do you do, or maybe "What do you do for a living?" But we have to be careful because we cannot directly say to someone that we just met or we just know. Yeah, we are totally strangers to that person. Then we should not ask this. Yeah, we have to. Yeah, because in the previous meeting you guys learned about introduction. Yeah, to self introduction and how to introduce yourself to other people. So maybe you could start with that first. Okay, after that, if you guys I mean, like already know each other, then you could you know ask about something more specific. Yeah, including what do you do or what do you for a living. Okay, maybe anybody wants to practice. Yeah, about job, or maybe we could have like you know a detail about what do you do at your department, at your company, something like that. Okay, Kak Hanafi Sharozi raise his hand. Yeah, please, Kak Hanafi.
Okay. So this kind of conversation.
Yeah, this kind of conversation.
So where's the other participant that I can talk to? Or maybe
Okay, you want other participant to be your partner, maybe to say to have a
I
conversation,
think, or maybe
okay.
from
Is there anyone here wants to talk or maybe have a conversation with Mr. Hanavi here? About yeah, you could share anything yeah about your job and your activity in your job, or maybe what do you do in your company, something like that, and what are your responsibilities in your company, something like that.
Yeah, I can start.
okay.
Okay,
Right.
Kak Ronan, please.
Yeah.
Okay, times is
Okay.
yours ya. Silakan. We using the expression that we already learned. Yeah, you could maybe start with introduction first, maybe, and then you could
Mm-hmm.
continue with the asking about the job or maybe the things that you do for a living,
Okay.
something like that. Okay,
Right.
please, time
So
is yours. Yes.
we're gonna be the start. Me or Mr. Ronan?
Maybe we could start with
Me first. It's
Mr.
okay. I'll
Hanafi.
ask. Oh, okay, Hanaf.
Okay,
Mr.
okay.
Hanafi.
Kak Ronan, please. Okay,
Okay.
Kak Ronan is okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Let's start.
Okay, let's start. Hello.
Yes. Hi.
What's your name?
My name is Hanafi, and you?
My name is Ronan. Where do you work?
So I work in oil and gas company.
Uh, what kind of department you work at?
So I work in human resources for Pertamina.
Um,
So where do you work?
uh, Currently, I am not working because I am still a high schooler.
Okay.
Yes,
So you're a student.
yes, I'm a student.
So what major do you take?
Uh, Management school. Yeah.
All right. And what semester are you now?
Currently, I'm in first semester. Yeah,
Mm,
it want to ends. I'm
all right.
trying. Yeah,
Yes. So we are
maybe
out
I
of the
have a
topic,
file
I
script.
think.
Yeah. Yes.
All right.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Hanafi.
Okay,
Yes.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
okay, Mr. Ronan. So you are in your first year of university or high school?
I'm
Are you
second
in
year.
your
Second
second
year.
year of university or high school?
High school. High school. High
High
school.
school. Okay.
Yeah.
So you took management, yeah, management major or maybe
Yeah.
management
Management.
department.
Yeah.
So do you want to work in a management related job, something like that?
Something like that.
Okay. Yeah. So in the future, you hope you can uh, work as a manager. Yeah.
Yeah. Hope so.
So in your opinion, what is the challenge? The challenge to maybe achieve your dream job, or maybe if you want to apply to a specific position in any company, what do you think the biggest challenge for you?
For me is mentality challenge.
Your mentality.
Yeah.
What about the skills? Maybe is there any skills that you want to master, or maybe you want to learn
Yeah.
to achieve to achieve your goals?
Yeah. Still lots of skills that I want to master it.
Okay, yeah, that's the
Yeah.
spirit. Yeah,
Yeah.
we have to prepare and also learn about a lot of things that we may think that it could help us in the future, especially to get a job. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Besides those expression, yeah, we can also use this word. Yeah. Yeah, it's expression also. To say what is our profession, or maybe what is the things that we do, right? You can answer with one of the I work. Yeah, you could say I work. We just earn and of you can say I am. Yeah, so we could say I work at, I work for, I work with, or you could say I am, or maybe I am earned, and then you followed by your job, your profession. So it is followed by the um, yeah, profession that you do. For example, I am a teacher, I am an accountant, and then how do you answer this question if you don't have a job? Okay, for those who still do not have a job, or maybe still a student, but if you're a student, you can just say that I'm a student, okay, so something like that. But if you haven't got any job, or maybe you just maybe resign, from your job, you just can just say I'm unemployed, or maybe I'm between jobs at the moment. So it means that you are, not working currently or at the moment, or maybe just still looking for job. Okay, you could say, but I'm unemployed, and I'm between jobs at the moment. There are some other reasons you might not have a job ya. I'm student. Nah, ini for Kak Ronan ya tadi ya. I'm still a student and I'm a stay at home mom or dad. For those who are you know, stay at home. You can say I'm stay at home mom or dad because yeah, it is not a bad thing actually if you do not work for a company or maybe you do not have like a career. You can say just I'm a stay at home mom or dad. You could say that too, yeah. So and then if you work for yourself, yeah, it is for those who maybe want to start a business or maybe start their own company. Maybe for on a restaurant or anything. Yeah, you could say I'm self-employed. So it means that you work for yourself. Then if you have your own company, you can say I own a small business, or maybe more specifically, I own a restaurant or own a graphic design company. So these expression, yeah, these expressions are to show that you are work. Like you are the owner of the company that you work for. So you are the boss of your company. Yeah, I'm a self-employed and I own a small business. I own restaurant or anything. Yeah, graphic design company or maybe what is automotive company, something like that. And then after we tell other people or we explain to other people about what is our job, yeah, now we can move to something that is more specific, yeah, about what we do or what is the situation in our company or maybe when we in our office, something like that. So you could say my job is interesting or exciting. So this is also verb, yeah, verb plus a, it is gerund because it is actually an adjective, yeah, although it is verb, but when it is get like in a form of verb a, it could be an adjective or also an adverb, a noun, sorry. So it is called gerund in English, yeah, gerund. So my job is interesting or exciting and I find my work very rewarding. This means that it satisfies you and makes you feel good. So you are enjoying your job and your job is actually give you a lot of money, for example, and you feel uh, satisfied with your job. So that the work is quite challenging. Challenging can be a way to say it is difficult, but with a positive connotation. So you enjoy the difficulty. So instead of being maybe tired and maybe your job is not good, you could say just you just could say like uh, the work is quite challenging. Yeah. Although it is maybe difficult, but say it is more positive, yeah, rather than say it is difficult. Just say challenging because uh, it means that the work gives you challenge and you want to improve, yeah, your skills and also your capacity, something like that. And then my job is tough, tiring, demanding. So it means you are not satisfied with your job and you do not enjoy your job. My job is tough, tiring, demanding. The work is rather dull, boring, repetitive, something like that. So yeah, although it is maybe a simple job or maybe it is easy for you, but it is boring and repetitive, something like that. There is another way to say boring and repetitive means you do the same type of task multiple times. There is not much variation. Okay. And then, before we talk about job, yeah, before maybe it is your first time you're meeting someone, and if you want to talk about job, just always remember to introduction, yeah, to introduce yourself to him or her, or maybe other people's, yeah. Hi, my name is, yeah, just like the previous meeting that you already run about introduction, how to introduce yourself to other people, something like that. Hi, my name is. I am. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. How are you? Isn't this a great party? Are you having a good time? And then after that, you can start, your conversation. Like maybe talk about something more detailed, more specific, something like that. and acknowledgement or acknowledgement statement, yeah, keeping the conversation going. So it is really important, yeah. If you are talking to someone and then you are maybe agree or maybe you want to give a response to that person and you want to be polite, yeah, for that person, you can say, I see, oh, I see, that's interesting, oh, really, that's great, that sounds fun, exciting, something like that. So rather than just keep silent, yeah, that would be better if we, it would be better if we give any response. Yeah, it could be I see, oh I see, that's interesting. Oh really? And then if you after finishing your conversation and you guys feel like it's time to go home, something like that, you can say it was nice talking to you. See you tomorrow, or maybe see you next week. I'll see you later. See you later, and then have a good time, and then enjoy the party. Bye, goodbye, something like that. Okay, I would like to invite more people to talk here because it is speaking class. So I hope everybody participate in this class. Yeah, do not shy. Yeah, just be confident because it is speaking class. It's okay. Yeah, you don't have to uh, be perfect to speak up your line or speak up your anything you want to talk about. Okay, I would like to invite more people here. Does anybody want to join? Yeah, we could start with introduction. Yeah, of course, introduction, and then we will talk about just like a daily conversation, like when you met someone at a party or maybe at a restaurant, and then start a conversation. Just uh, you know, make yourself comfortable, yeah, with this class. Okay, I want maybe girls. Yeah, we have two boys already participated. Yeah, but I haven't seen. I haven't heard girls. Okay, anyone, please?
Excuse me, can I?
Okay, sure.
Okay. First of all,
Tika Mentari ya.
yes, I first of all I want to say sorry because I can open my camera.
Okay, it's okay, Kak. Yeah.
And my name is Nantari Octavia. And I'm 20 years old, and I'm in university now. I'm majoring in
Okay,
English
you are.
literature.
Oh, I see. You are a student at the English department of, one of the universities in Indonesia.
Yes, I'm in university, but I'm not really confident with my English. I don't have many
Why? It's
vocabulary.
okay. You are actually, your pronunciation is pretty good actually. I mean, like, I can hear it clearly, and your intonation also clear, something like that. It's okay, Kak. Yeah, just be confident because we are in here learning. Yeah, we sharing with other people, and so we learn with other people also. Okay,
Yes,
Kak Mentari. So you are a student in a
yeah.
university. Uh, Talking about job, do you have any activities beside being a student in a university?
Mm, I don't have any activity. I just
Okay.
a college.
Oh yeah.
I don't have any activity
So
or job. But
at the moment you do not have any activities, yeah.
yes,
But what about, do you have any like what I asked, like with Kak Hanafi and also Kak Raymond tadi ya, sebenarnya. Do you have any dream job, or maybe what kind of job do you want in the future when you graduate?
I have maybe three, and I want to be a teacher, English teacher, and English lecturer, and I want to be I want to become a tour guide. So I'm
So
majoring
yeah,
in
yeah.
English.
So anything related with English, yeah, you want to
Yes.
pursue a career in that.
Yes.
And what do you think the greatest challenge for you, to achieve that goals? For example, if you want to be a lecturer or maybe a teacher, what is the biggest challenge for you?
The biggest challenge first is I have to learn more about English. If I want to be an English teacher or English lecturer, and
Yeah,
I think it's that first challenge for me. So I have to um, learn more, and I have to more practice. I not just learn the theory. I have to practice like this one, like this as speaking. But
yeah,
I'm not really confident because I always think about my when I'm speaking. I always think about my grammatical. Is that wrong
yes,
or
of
not?
course, yeah.
Yes,
That is our concern, right? If we do
yes.
not want to sound
Grammar is
wrong in other,
yeah,
but that's
when
okay. I mean,
I
like, if we do not speak up, then how do you know that we are wrong, right?
yes.
And
It
how
is
do you overcome,
grammar
or
is
maybe,
very
yeah,
difficult.
how do you
Yes.
overcome, or maybe, how do you overcome, or maybe try to find solution for the problem, for the challenge? Because
I
you think that, yeah,
can translate in Indonesian. I can catch
I mean,
you.
like, okay, how do you, mungkin kayak bagaimana Anda mengatasinya? Karena kan there is, you mentioned that there are, I mean, like the greatest challenge is that you have to master anything, you have to learn more, and then how do you overcome that? I mean, like
Mm,
to ya mengatasi tantangan itu gimana gitu? How do you overcome
oh,
that challenge?
oh. And in every night, I try to speak by myself or in the front of the mirror, and I I'm always watching talk show in the YouTube and try to don't use the description. Is that right?
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So I
I
want
mean,
to
like,
I teach my listening and try to get one word and try to understand what they are talking about and what the topic in the talk show or anything. And I'm also like watching movie
oh
in
yeah,
Western
movies.
movies. Yes, it's very it's very help me to learn English and then listen music. Yes, music is very help me too. I think that's
Okay,
all.
so yeah, so overcome that problem. You do like watching interviews and then watching movies because it could help you to improve your vocabulary, something like that. Yeah.
Yes,
So by doing that, you could improve and also understand more vocabularies and also maybe explore about and new topics and then new point of view, something like that.
yes.
So, what is your favorite YouTube channels or maybe YouTubers maybe in terms of learning about vocabularies, about conversation, something like that? Do you have your favorite YouTube channel or maybe programs, TV shows, or maybe yeah, TV programs, anything? Talk shows
Oh,
maybe. Do you have favorite? What is your favorite talk show?
um, I am subscribed learn English with TV series like
Oh yeah.
Online English and
Oh, I
English
see. Yeah, yeah.
language academic. Yeah, I follow the.
Okay, and maybe do you need uh any other skills besides English that might be beneficial for you in the future, especially in terms of getting job? Do you think besides your English, of course, English is really important, yes, especially if you want to be an English teacher or maybe an English lecturer. But do you think you need any other skills besides English that could be, they could help you or could be beneficial for you to, you know, to become your, to become a teacher or maybe to become a lecturer?
Can you repeat again?
Do you think there is any other skills besides English that you want to learn in order to help you to become a teacher or maybe English lecturer? So besides English, of course, English is really important, yeah, especially if you want to be a lecturer or maybe teacher. But do you think there is any other skills that you need to learn besides English
Mm,
to, yeah?
I don't think about it. I just think about my English. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah. It's okay because yeah, maybe we haven't found that we I mean, like what things that we need to learn. But it's okay because we want to maybe you want to focus on one thing first, like, yeah, so you want to focus, and then after that you can figure it out, yeah, figure out what kind of things that you have to do next, something like that. That's good actually. You want to focus, yeah, you want to be focused in one specific thing. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, is there anything that you want to, oh, maybe if you become a teacher, what do you think the things that you will enjoy as a teacher and you will really enjoy that job?
Mm, become a teacher. I like. I'm enjoy to teach every older people, and I want to older people like learn English.
Oh,
I
I
just
see. So you want
yeah,
to share your knowledge, yeah? So your knowledge and share your experience to other people so they could have the same level of education, something like that. Yeah.
yes,
Okay,
because
that's good.
I think English is very important to our life, and whenever we are, uh, we we always meet English like if we want to
Mm.
get a job, English always one of like it's
Requirements, maybe
yes,
requirements
we like that.
for if you want to apply. Yeah, of
Yes,
course, because now it's like like a universal language. Like everybody speaks English, and if we can speak English, of course, it will. Uh,
it
you
will
know,
help us
we
to
have
get
more
a
chance.
job.
Yeah,
Yes,
we have more chance to get a better living, something like that, or maybe
yes.
a lot of experience. Yeah. Okay,
Mm.
that's good. Yeah, Kak. Thank you, Kak, for sharing about your activities, about your dream job, and about uh, the way how you improve, or maybe the way you learn about English to, I mean, like to improve, yeah, your skills, something like that. Thank you, Kak
Yeah.
Mentari. Maybe Kak Mentari wants to have a conversation with other participants in here. Anybody wants to? Is there anyone who wants to have a conversation with Ms. Mentari here? Maybe you could start with, yeah, introduction, introduce yourself, and then talk about job, something like that.
I think Mrs. Sofa Mumtazah is just raised hand.
Okay, Kak Sofa ya, Sofa Muntazah, please Kak, join us here. Kak Sofa,
Yeah.
ya, silakan Kak, please.
I want to introduce myself. My name is Sofa Mumtazah. You can call me Sofa. And
Tadi Kak, siapa yang mau ngobrol tadi Kak? Kak
Hi.
Mentari?
Yes, I'm sorry. Hi,
Okay.
Sofa. I'm Mentara
hi,
Octavia.
Kak.
Do you want to,
I'm just confused.
Maybe
what do you, I
It's
mean like, are you a student or maybe are you, do you work in a company or maybe you are still a student?
I'm a student in the university. And
Oh yeah.
yes.
what
Okay,
are you
Kak
doing?
Shofa maybe wants to share about your daily, maybe your activities in a college, in your university, or maybe you want to share about your dream job also. Do you have any, do you have a dream job?
I just study in my college, but now I study independent in GNIK or Gerakan Nasional Indonesia Kompeten. So I just study and I do not work. I'm just in home to study. Sorry, my English is poor. Yeah. I'm not confident
It's okay.
with my
All right.
English.
I mean, like, because you are staying at home, because the condition right now is, it is impossible for us to do a lot of activity outside here, especially there's like social distance. I mean, like, yeah, there is like
Yes.
the condition is not really, you know.
I
we are
spend my
willing
time
to-
in my home and I'm seldom to go out because I think in our situation in pandemic, I just stay at home.
Okay. What major do you take in a college or in a university? What major do you take?
My major is public administration.
Public administration. Wow, that's great. So maybe you in the
Thank you.
future you could be work in a government institution, right? You could work at the government institution maybe.
Yeah, because I want to give a good service to our citizen. Yeah.
Okay, so you want to give the best service to the people, to the citizens. Yeah.
Yes, give good
And
service.
do you have a plan to apply for maybe any position in a government institution? Do you have a plan for that? Do you have a plan for that? Apply at any position in a government institution?
Maybe I don't know the specific apa ya?
position or maybe job?
Yeah, I don't know a specific position in the future, but yeah, generally I want to be a civil servant. And
Civil servant, yeah. What kind of skills? What kind of skills do you think that you need to become a good civil servant? What kind of skills? I mean, like, what skills that you need to become a good civil servant?
of course, I have to study and I have uh, I have to uh, good communication and soft skills
Yeah,
and improve my skill, of course.
improve
Because
your skills, yeah.
yeah,
Because maybe as a public servant, you need to have like a good communication skill, especially with the citizens, something like that, and provide a good service to them, give them like anything that they want to know or they want to need, something like that. Yeah, Kak?
yeah, and I have to confident because
To be, yeah, you have to be
yeah,
confident, of course. Yeah, harus.
I'm not confident.
No, you don't say that. You have to. You are confident. Ya, harus tetap apa ya, percaya diri seperti itu. And then, what is the, in your opinion, what is the biggest challenge, for you? I mean, like as a public servant, what is the biggest challenge?
Maybe the challenge in the future is very much because yeah, you know that technology is improving and the situation of pandemic because we don't know the pandemic when is ending. We do not
So
know.
we do not know when it will. I mean, like when will it be end? Like still like continue, and there is no confirmation about when we actually can have a normal life. Yeah, before, like just like before the pandemic, something like that. Yeah, everybody, I think everybody feels the same, yeah, about this pandemic, and uh, when we cannot go to, go everywhere, we just stay home, something like that. And then, as a civil servant, mm, do you think English is also important as a civil servant? Because I do not really, understand about the civil servant. Do you think English is also important for the job? Okay, maybe. Oh, Kak Hanafi, please. Okay, Kak Hanafi just raised his hand. Please, Kak, boleh silakan.
All right. So based on the question that you ask,
Yeah,
is the English is important for a job? Yes, of course.
for civil servant. Yeah, for civil servant specifically.
Okay, for civil servants. Yes, of
Yeah,
course,
of course. Yeah,
definitely. Because
definitely.
as I think English is the main communications around the globe. And also if we have working on government agencies or government department,
Yeah,
it will
institution,
be
yeah,
easy
government
for us
institution.
to communicate with other agencies and to make a relationship with other departments in another country. And also we would be easy to understand about the rules or maybe the world's rules about how we work and something like that. Yes, I think like that. Um, it is part of the word's needs. It is part of what we call that as the word uh,
Demand, maybe the word demand.
yes, the word demand that we have to be able to speak in English, especially for communicating. Like we understand what other people say, what other people means, and also we can deliver our opinions and ideas. It will be very useful and will be gives us a chance to be what is it do I think it will be mixed Indonesian. I think to be more mm, apa itu modern ya.
Modern, more modern. Yeah, that's the term.
Yeah,
Correct.
I think
More
like
modern.
that. Yeah.
So yeah,
Um,
maybe we can say that by learning English, by knowing English and how know how to communicate in English, I think it will improve our change. I mean, like yeah, the more opportunities that we get, yeah, because we be able to communicate with other department or with the other institution from maybe foreign country, something like that, and we can have more access because we learn English, we understand how to read English, we know how to speak English. It means that we have more access to more information because most information in any field, it could be agricultural, economic, socio cultural, and then maybe also science, mostly are written in English. So yeah, by knowing, by learning, by know how to communicate, how to speak in English, it will improve. I mean, like yeah, our chance to yeah maybe successful or maybe get more information, something like that. Oke ya, benar
that is
sekali ya
so true.
dikatakan Kak ya Kak
That is
Hanafi
so
ini
true.
tentang about
Yes,
English, something like that.
because you know what?
So
You know what? The main
yeah,
parts. The main what is I have studied about the technologies that we that other country develop now. We need to be able to learn about the science and language because two parts of it becomes the main power or the main standard that uh,
the country maybe
country
need to
the
yeah
country should
for
be
val-
developed. Should be
yeah
developed. The language,
to be
the global,
recognized by the other country also, yeah, the
yeah, the science, the math, and the language. There are three parts of it: language, science, and math. Those three components are the word needs for nowadays. So yeah, I think the words language right now, English is the part of it. As we know that English is not really common because we know Chinese or Korean, Japanese is also important. Hopefully that we
yeah, we
can
have
learn
to
about that
yeah
too.
we besides
So I
English
think
also there are some language that maybe you know will
of
be
course,
more people speak and then will I mean yeah the demand, yeah, I mean like the words demand
yeah, that's
on
it.
that specific language. Now English is like more common in our society. The challenge is now
That's it.
how yeah, so it's like become a standard, like the limit for if we want to uh, become more successful than other people, then we have to at least at the we have to pass the limit, and that is English, right? So
Yes,
that
that's
is
it.
the first thing, and then after that you can
Yes,
learn anything. Like maybe you want to learn Chinese or Korean, Japanese, French, maybe. Yeah, then it's up to you, right? Because
that's
language
it.
is fun.
Right.
Yeah, English is fun. And learning language is actually uh, yeah, it would be beneficial for you in the future. Who knows?
Yes, that's it. Besides, you have another skills like maybe computer or maybe other skills. But if you have good English, It is the additional skills. It is becomes additional plus, or you can get any chance to get a job. Yes, thank you very much for giving chance.
Okay, thank you, Kak Hanafi. And then also, for example, if you do not want to work for a company, or maybe you want to have your own business, language is also really important. Yeah, communication skills and then public speaking. Also, yeah, your English skill, because who knows that your market is could be expand. Yeah, not only in Indonesia or locally in your hometown, but it could be maybe it could also you can sell your product in a foreign country. For example, you export your product, something like that. So by learning English is also not only beneficial for those who work for a company, a specific company, but also those who wants to have their own business or run their own business, something like that. So yeah, it could it gives you more opportunities. It opens a lot more doors for you. Yeah, something like that. Okay, is there anyone else wants to who wants to participate? Oh, okay. There is one more in here. Maybe tadi yang udah bekerja siapa ya di sini? Is there anyone who currently working in a company or maybe in a institution? I need someone to to ask about this question. Ask this question. Is there anyone who wants to be the my partner in here? If you do not have any job yet, you can use your imaginary. Just imagine you are maybe work as a policeman, or maybe as a doctor, as anything. Anyone who wants to be a volunteer for having a conversation and having this topic to talk about. We have so I would like to explain selagi nunggu yang lain ya kita sambil jelaskan lagi. Uh, jadi pertanyaan-pertanyaan selain apa pekerjaanmu itu juga ada beberapa pertanyaan or question that is related to jobs. That are related to job lah. Like what is your job? What type of work do you do? And then what do you do at work? What do you do at work? It is usually describe about our activity at the company, for example. It's more specific. What do you wear to work? Yeah, maybe who knows? Yeah, that is someone ask a random question. Yeah, what do you wear to work? Maybe I use a casual clothing, or maybe I wear t-shirt. I wear maybe uniform, something like that. And then where do you work? Describe the building or location. So if there anyone ask about where do you work, you could describe. Yeah, you should describe the building or maybe the location, the specific location of the office, for example. And then we have what kinds of people and other things do you see at work? So yeah, it describe about our environment at the office, for example, our environment at the working place. You're describing about our friends or the people that work there, and the things. Yeah, maybe it could be the job itself, your job desk, and then your responsibilities, something like that. And then someone may also ask, is your work dangerous? Is your work boring, fun, difficult, interesting? And then what do you like about your job? What do you dislike about your job? Or what do you do not like, dislike about it? Do you go to specific school training or training course for your job, something like that? Okay, is there anybody here wants to become volunteer? Okay, Kak Monica, thank you for reminding me about the time. Okay. Okay, now I would like to open a maybe Q&A session, yeah, about jobs. You can ask anything, yeah. to me about our topic today before we end our class. Is there anyone to ask about job? Maybe about job interview, or maybe about yeah, anything about our topic, our today's topic. Yeah, so let's review about essential vocabulary to ask someone's job. I work at, I work in, I work for. Remember, I work at is always be followed by the company. Yeah, I work at or I work for the name of the company, and then yeah, it usually proper noun ya. Jadi spesifik seperti itu. You can also use for if you work directly. I work for yeah specific person. Is there anyone to want to ask about today's topic, or maybe give any opinion, or maybe share their opinion? We still have about 5 to 10 minutes, yeah, for to discuss, or maybe to if you guys have any question for me. Atau masih ada beberapa bagian yang bingung, itu untuk apakah, itu untuk gimana cara penggunaannya seperti itu. Now, if you do not want to mention about the place where you work or the company where you work, you could just say the profession, your profession. I mean, like your position at that company. I mean, like I work with computers, for example. I am a teacher. I am a writer. I am, for example, sales manager. I am human resource department staff. Kak Ronan, okay. Raise his hand.
I want to ask.
Ronan, silakan.
Yeah.
Silakan ya, boleh.
If we been interviewed, if I say only my profession, is that okay? And
Only my profession.
yeah, profession. Like I am an accountant, like that. No need to say the details like that.
Not,
yeah.
You do not want to mention about the details.
The company, the what? Yes, I am my
Okay,
my profession.
That's okay. Yeah, that's okay. I mean, like you can say that if you do not want to mention about your company, the name of the company, something like that. That's okay. Yeah. Jadi you just say maybe I'm an accountant, something like that. Then if someone or your friend, I mean, keep on trying to force you to say the company, then you just can say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't tell you anything about the detail," something like that. There's privacy. Yeah, you have the right to say no, or maybe to not answer that question. That is okay ya kak. Jadi boleh langsung. I am maybe a teacher. I'm a consultant. I'm a manager. Just that's okay. That's privacy, right?
Yeah. Less
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, thank you.
Ya. Oke. Ada yang lain mungkin yang mau ditanyakan? Ketika Ronald tadi yang mungkin bingung ketika nanti ditanya seorang apakah boleh cuma jawab hanya sekedar posisinya saja atau jenis pekerjaan saja tanpa menyebutkan nama perusahaannya kan. Boleh ya, jadi apalagi kalau misalnya tanya itu di daerah mana, nah itu kadang kita we feel like not really comfortable with that question, so we can just like, I'm sorry, that's my privacy, or maybe I'm sorry I couldn't give you any detail about my job. Okay. Yeah, it's your right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you Kak Ronan for asking about that. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for the answer too. Thanks so much.
Oke, yang lain mungkin ada yang mau ditanyakan lagi tentang materinya, mungkin ada bagian yang kurang jelas atau mungkin mau nanya tentang apa aja boleh tentang materi hari ini ya. atau di luar materi juga boleh, asalkan masih berkaitan ya. Atau mungkin masih ini tadi ya tambahan, jadi biar apa namanya nggak lupa. Jadi selain kata where do you work, kita juga bisa mengucapkan what do you do atau what do you do for a living. Itu juga sudah termasuk atau ekspresi untuk menanyakan pekerjaan. Jadi selain pakai where do you work, kita bisa pakai what do you do, or lengkapnya ya what do you for a living. But we have to be careful ya ketika if we want to ask someone that maybe a stranger, we just met him or maybe we just met that person, then we have to be really careful about that if we want to ask anything, that's personal or maybe specific about jobs and like that. So we have to know in what kind of situation we could ask about it. Of course, we have to know each other. Yeah, I mean, like we have already introduced ourselves to him or her, and yeah, you can ask if you already know. But yeah, tetap ya harus melihat kondisinya seperti apa. And then if someone our partner or maybe our friends do not want to mention about any detail about the job, then we cannot force them. Yeah, we cannot demand or maybe force them to tell the detail. So that's their right. We I mean like just we have to be polite, yeah, to everyone and be nice. Do not for example ask something that is too personal to other people and make them feel uncomfortable about that. Yeah, so we have to respect them, be polite. Okay, I think we still have 5 minutes maybe. What do you do for a living? For a living. Itu pakai A kak ya, for a living. Jadi ini sudah fixed expression ya. What do you do? What do you do for a living? Ya. Ini udah kayak semacam ya fixed expression ya, dimana kita menggunakannya apa namanya? Ya untuk percakapan sehari-hari seperti itu. What do you do for a living? Pasti ada E-nya sih. Ya thank you ya Kak Cici ya. Kak Cici udah mungkin kayak bingung gitu ya. Kayaknya itu deh, nggak ada E-nya deh. Bagaimana? Iya Kak, thank you ya udah share. Oke, ada yang mau tanya lagi mungkin atau mungkin waktunya sudah masih berapa menit ya Kak Monik ya? Okay, I think the time is up here, guys. So thank you yeah, for joining our class today, and thank you for participating in the class and having a conversation and also discussing about jobs especially. And we will see you guys next week, yeah, maybe on Tuesday we will have a speaking class. uh, the topic maybe we will share it in the group, yeah, about what are we going to discuss. And then at the same time ya kita akan memulai kelasnya pada jam yang sama yaitu 19.30, and nanti akan di-share juga linknya kemudian untuk informasi langsung nanti di grup saja. And thank you ya guys for your time, and see you next week. Have a good have a good weekend ya, besok udah malam minggu ya. Have a nice weekend. Selamat berliburan ya bagi yang libur. See you guys. Thank you everyone.
Yeah,
Good night.
Thank you,
Yeah.
sir.
thank you, sir.
You.
Happy.
Thank you, Sal.
Good night.
Good
Yeah,
night.
thank you everyone.
Yes.